Hello and welcome back to another episode of CreatorCraft. And in today's episode, we are finally going to build City Hall and it's going to look great. So let's get into the video. And let's check out our shop and see if we've made any sales. Okay, we have not sold any potatoes. And no bread. So yeah, our shop hasn't been doing too well right now, but that's not that big of a problem. So today I said I did want to build City Hall, and yeah, so we're going to build it right here where this outline is, and yeah, so it will be pretty big, but it'll definitely be a good center of our area and a good center of spawn. And the egg, we might end up having to move it because it is very, very close, but we need to gather a few resources. Boss is going to go collect a whole lot of birch, thank you, and I'm going to go collect a whole bunch of stone. But after that, we've got all of this. So, all this stone and a whole lot of birch logs. So, I think this should be all I need. And again, there's some other resources, but those are not as crucial. But these are the main resources we do need to fully complete City Hall. And yes, thank you so much, Boss Dave, for helping. I definitely couldn't have done it by myself, so thank you. And I hate it, but sadly, I think I'm going to have to take apart the egg for now, and we will rebuild it at a later date. But yeah, it's just not going to work here. I hate it, but I guess we should probably start the process. And yeah, this is going to be painful. But you know what? Really quickly, I'm going to try to go and get Silk Touch so I don't like break everything since it's all glass. So yes, let's try to get Silk Touch, and then I guess let's dismantle it. And here we go, Silk Touch. I hate this, but you know, it has to be done. And I guess we're either gonna keep this design or change it up a bit. But I think this should be able to fit the whole design pretty well. Okay, and now that that build's gone, there's a reason this episode's been taking so long to get out. So I didn't take the time to gather any of the calcite or any of the other stuff like the tuff around it, which now that I'm thinking about it, I really should have. But I did decide to get so much amethyst, and I need this for the roof of the build. It took probably, I don't know, 4 days to get this much. Just a lot of mining everywhere, but I managed to get all of this, and it took a lot of work, but I think that's all I need. And here, I'll take it in my inventory so I can stick it in the chest. But it was definitely so much work, so I'm glad I got it done, but I'm ready to start building City Hall. This has been it's taken too long. Okay, and that's literally the perfect amount. So this is exactly what we need to build it here. It's not going to be too big, but it's going to be kind of a castle-ish theme. And I don't know if it'll have multiple floors. I'm still thinking of what I'm going to do with the interior. But anyways, it's going to look pretty cool. As always, yeah, actually, I hate to do this, though 2 time lapses back to back. But let's start a time lapse, and it should be pretty cool. Okay, so I'm so sorry the time lapse was not the full thing. Apparently it like took up too much storage, and anyways, it did not want to work. But we've completed City Hall, and I love the look of it. I think it looks great, but I'm very proud of it. It matches the roof design of that build. But yes, so it's a very cool build, and yeah, so let's check the inside. And actually, I have not done much with the inside, so let's check it out. Okay, so it looks like it's ginormous in the inside, So I'm gonna have to think on what to do with that. But we have our tower here, which is super tall, still one giant room, and then a big room right here. And this is where I know what I'm going to be putting. I'm going to be putting the dragon egg right up in the middle here, so it's visible from the outside. But yeah, so that's basically what I have so far. We also need to terraform this whole area, but that shouldn't be too hard. And thankfully, actually I saw Boss Day's chest right here, and we can use moss now. So I'm very excited for moss, and I need to sleep in a second. But yeah, so we put the 2 C's right there for Creator Craft, and yeah, all the amethyst for the roof. Anyways, I think it turned out super well. Okay, so I actually love this build. Turned out great, but actually we need to finish it. It's still not done. So first thing, let's put the dragon egg, and we've got all our resources here. Let's put the dragon egg up in the top just to get that out of the way. Okay, so I think I've came up with a design. It's honestly simple. It looks kind of magical with the particles and that kind of stuff, but I definitely like that. And so yeah, from the outside, if we look here, yeah, we can see it. Also, it looks very cool. And yeah, it'll kind of glow at night since there's so much glowstone and stuff up here. So it should look really cool at night too. So yes, there's that. Just like the top of City Hall. And so yeah, we need to work on terraforming now, and that should be really easy with the help of moss. So we can actually take the moss, and I guess we'll use the spore blossom. I'll have to ask him if it's okay. So I've also gathered some bone meal, so we can start placing this, and hopefully this gives it a good texture, because I know moss is a pretty cool block and I love to use it. So I basically just did this for, I don't know, a solid 20 minutes, just adjusting it, breaking all the grass I needed to, and making it look a lot better. And it definitely did. So thank you, Boss Day, for allowing me to use your moss. And the next thing I did, I built a pathway up to City Hall, and that just made it look a whole lot better. And yeah, so we have made this path here. I like it. I like the textures. I don't know. I like the textures. I don't know why I decided to choose this, but I don't know. It looks good. So, yeah, and then we've mossed around the area. But we definitely need some trees. And the moss, it was a bit much, so I had to tone it down. But anyways, it's looking better. And, yeah, so let's get some trees in here and see if it makes it look a bit better. Okay, so here's what it looks like now after the terraforming. I actually think it looks great. So, for the inside, I'm not going to do that this episode because, well, actually, I don't know what I'm going to do for it exactly yet. I've worked out this little design so far with the 2 C's. I'll just keep that and this little podium. But again, this is just a work in progress because I really do have a good interior that I would like to complete. But not in today's episode, definitely next episode because, yeah, I still got to think about it. But I do know I probably want to put some chairs up here for a meeting room, and well, the egg is up there. But I'm still trying to work out a good design for it though. So that's my idea for now. But yeah, so I'm super glad we completed it in this episode. Very happy with the way it turned out. It's definitely that build right there. It definitely rivals this one, but I'm gonna have to say it's my favorite build on the server as of now. And it looks like a pretty cool castle, and we're updating to 1.21 next episode, which should be pretty cool. And I don't know exactly how these particles work, but I guess we'll place it here, like an unnoticeable area. And okay, yeah, so that works. But yeah, so that is basically it for City Hall today. And thank you so much for watching. If you watched to this point, thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.